Well, reaction tonight is pouring in from around the globe to the death of a titan of journalism. Former Washington Post editor Ben Bradlee died last night. He is credited with pushing that paper to international prominence with its coverage of the Watergate scandal and the Pentagon Papers. Greta Cruz joins us now with how Bradlee is being remembered. Greta?
Well, everybody has a story, Allison. Ben Bradlee died at age 93 yesterday of natural causes. As former Post TV critic Tom Shales put it, nothing had to be invented about Ben Bradlee. The real story was fantastic enough. To call Ben Bradlee legendary is almost pedestrian. The Washington Post's crusty, charismatic executive editor transformed a sleepy newspaper into a powerhouse. Politico's John Harris says Bradlee inspired fear and awe.
The one thing Ben couldn't stand was being bored, and so he seemed to bring people out of themselves. And for journalists, he made us better than we otherwise would be. We wanted to impress him, and so that summoned our best efforts.
Bradlee's risks became his legacy. Publishing stories on the Pentagon Papers, then unleashing Woodward and Bernstein on Watergate.
This is precisely what you said. What the hell do we do now?
The Washington Post was all alone, and we could have easily been discouraged, been afraid, and Ben protected us. He was very demanding about, how do you know this? How do you know that? Why is this the lead on the story? And he would throw stories back. He would hold stories out until they were ready, and so that we would not make a mistake.
They did make mistakes. The fake Janet Cook story in 1981 that won a Pulitzer Prize. But there were 17 other Pulitzers duly earned, doubled readership, and a golden age for investigative journalism. Behind it all, a tough man who cried at movies, who loved to win and hated crooks, and who shared these quiet thoughts with his wife Sally Quinn in 2012.
Are you afraid of dying?
No, I'm not afraid of dying. I mean, I know I'm going to die.
What do you think is going to happen to you after you die?
That's the big question.
What has given you the greatest joy in your life? That was a setup. That was a setup.
You walked into that, didn't you?
The funeral for Ben Bradlee will be next Wednesday, a week from today, at 11 a.m. at the National Cathedral. And we are told the service will be open to the public. Back to you.
It'll be a popular scene there, Greta.